If you're planning on opening up your next restaurant location, stop for a second, because if your current stores are already inconsistent, well, you're not really scaling, you're just going to be multiplying your problems. And here's the scary part, is that one bad opening or location can tank your cash flow, distract your leadership team, and really drain the momentum from your entire brand. And so right now, if you're watching this, you might have some stores that are thriving, others that are just surviving, the same brand, the same systems, but you're getting completely different results. Well, this isn't a budget problem. It's not that you're underspending. It's actually a revenue alignment problem, and that the dollars that you're putting in aren't matched to how each location actually needs to perform. And every new location you add without fixing this, well, just means more stress, more confusion, and less profit. So if this sounds like what you might be going through, you're not alone. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it before you expand. For those of you who are new to our channel, I'm Jace. I'm the COO and one of the founders here at Dineline, where we've helped over 2,500 restaurants grow and spent tens of millions of dollars testing what actually drives and scales restaurants, especially in multi-location restaurant groups. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through why most multi-location marketing strategies usually fall flat, the real reason your locations are underperforming even when you're running the same playbook, and how a 12-location barbecue brand fixed this exact problem in just 90 days with a smarter system and more of a localized approach. Let's start by unpacking the root cause. Most restaurant groups fall into what I refer to as the branding trap. They run the same promotions, same content, same emails across every location. So on a slide deck, when you're presenting it to your leadership team or board, it feels consistent, the brand feels really tight, but in reality, it ignores the fact that each store is serving a different market. You guys have different foot traffic, customer behavior, local dynamics. It's easier to execute a one-size-fits-all branding campaign, but that convenience comes at a cost, which equals missed revenue, underperformance, and growing confusion around what's actually working. Let me show you what this looks like in a real-world example. We worked with a barbecue group that had 12 locations and was spending $36,000 a month on marketing. Some stores were killing it, they were thriving, others were barely hanging on. Same brand, same campaigns, totally different results. And so what we found out is that a lot of the locations had different individual needs. One store was near a college that needed late night, high volume, offer driven promos. Another was in a business district that needed aggressive weekday lunch specials. And a third was in the suburbs, needing more of a family-focused weekend messaging. But they were all getting the same blanket marketing strategies, which meant most stores were missing the mark. So I'm gonna walk you through the exact steps. Feel free to take it and replicate it, but this is a data-first strategy. It's the same kind of system we use with a lot of the restaurant groups we work with, and here's how it works. So the first step is localized budgets. We didn't just divide one big pot of marketing dollars evenly across all stores. Instead, we looked at each location and asked, where does this money actually make the most impact? Some stores need more spend because there's more opportunity. Others might need less. So we use performance data to strategically assign the right amount of budget based on the specific needs of each location. So we weren't just guessing and throwing the same amount of money at everyone. The second thing is taking a data-driven, location-specific campaign approach. Then we dug into the data after this. So what are the peak hours at each of the stores? What items are selling the best? What kind of customers are coming in? Once we had that, we created a tailored campaigns that spoke directly to each of the individual markets. We aren't reinventing the wheel here, just aligning messaging with what already works at the local level. The third thing is tight geo-targeting with ads. Now that we have the strategies in place, we launched a tight radius of digital ad campaigns, mostly through Google Ads and Meta, so Facebook and Instagram. So we weren't just blasting the entire city, we targeted specific zip codes. So we were reaching the exact audiences near each store with messaging that fit their local context. This is the X factor in making this work. And number 4, you'll realize that this is a big theme on this channel, but it's centralizing performance tracking and knowing exactly where your ad dollars are going. So this part is critical. We set up a real-time dashboard using our tech Dishio. So now corporate, whoever's on the board could see what was working across the whole group, and each store had visibility into their own performance too. So this meant for faster optimizations, clearer reporting, and less confusion about what should we do next. And so the result of doing this after 90 days was we didn't spend anything extra in marketing, kept the same $36,000 budget, but the College Town store increased weekday traffic by 27%. The downtown location boosted lunch revenue by 32%. And then the family weekend focus saw a 15% lift in just total revenue across the board. So same dollars, just applying a smarter strategy to predict growth. So what is the takeaway from this video? Well, if you want to follow this exact playbook, localized budgets, store level campaigns, and not just like a blanket marketing strategy, but like tight geo-targeting, being very specific with zip codes and centralized tracking, as we've seen work time and time again. And by the way, this is exactly why we built our software Dishio, which is our marketing intelligence platform that turns in-store behavior into real revenue. So whether you're trying to grow reservations, increase catering orders, drive online sales, or retarget loyal guests, it all starts with data. Dishio captures guest data from every in-store scan or digital activation, then instantly builds retargeting audiences so you can follow up with the right offers at the right time to the right people. There's a link in the description if you want to see how that works in further detail. So we've used this system to help restaurant groups scale from 5 to 20 plus locations without blowing up their budgets or burning out their internal teams. The truth is, as I'm sure you know, like it takes a lot of time and effort to make this happen with your team, to focus on each individual location and their individual needs. And if you're serious about fixing your revenue foundation before you expand to your next location, or just want to make your locations more profitable and increase their top line revenue, book a free strategy session with my team below. And if this video is helpful, hit that subscribe button. We drop proven strategies that we use internally with our companies, attached with real world case studies every single week to help restaurant owners and operators grow in a smarter way. So appreciate you watching this video, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks.